Hey guys, what's going on? I know it's been a couple of weeks since I did a video. This one's going to be a little bit different. We're going to kind of angle it differently. A lot of times I just am showing you stuff. All you see is just the cards. But I was at the card show today. It's Rich Klein. You may know him if you're on Twitter, Saber Geek. His charity show that he does every Labor Day weekend. Was there today. Made some great pickups for me just personally. Was super fun. If you're in the area, if you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, the show goes tomorrow again from 11 to, I put 11 to A, but I think it's 11 to 3. So it's at 6300 Independence Parkway in Plano. If you need the zip code for directions, 75023. He does a $1 suggested donation, which... you get some little freebies, which you'll see what I got, and it's just awesome. It benefits their men's brotherhood, and it's charity, and it helps send those kids that may not be able to afford to otherwise to summer camps and things like that. So the other cool thing is it's not the first time I met him, but I did get to talk to Dr. Beckett today, Dr. Jim Beckett, who obviously started Beckett. If you haven't listened, he has a podcast going now, a daily podcast. It's 15 minutes. Just chatted with him for about 5 minutes, was telling him some of the things I like and stuff, but, check it out if you haven't. I will put the address below, and if I remember, I will put the link to Dr. Beckett's podcast below. If you would do me a favor, please click like, please subscribe if you're seeing this and you haven't yet. It's truly appreciated and helps us out all content creators out more than you know, so just give everybody a like when you watch the stuff, unless it's just that bad. Anyway, gonna flip the camera around. We're doing a straight, no cuts, no editing, and I'm gonna show you some of the things I got. Some you may like, some you may not like. Definitely leave the comments below on what you think. Oh, and by the way, West Virginia, yeah, it was a struggle against James Madison yesterday, but we are 1-0. Every win counts. It's gonna be a year. Every game is losable for us, so would love to see 6 wins. If 6 wins happens, I will be one of the happiest men on the face of the earth. Anyway, time to flip the video around, which apparently I have just learned does not work while you're recording. So, I don't know what to do. We'll see if I can somehow edit these together with what Baseball Collector uses. He said he has a program that can put these things together, so I guess we will take a look and see if it works for me. Okay, if you're seeing this now, obviously what I had said that Mike Baseball Collector uses to kind of do his videos, and it worked for me. What do you see there? You see the madness it is 1991 Fleer. But what's cool for me is that this is an uncut sheet. So, someday, maybe, a little Brett Saberhagen action there. I believe there was another All-Star Hall of Famer or something like that on here. Maybe one of the Cubs. But yeah, someday, hang this up in the home office or whatever. Hey, there's Harold Baines up there in the corner. He's a Hall of Famer. So anyway, this was one of the cool things I got. So someday, Andre Dawson right there in the middle. So someday I will actually put this up just as something different. I know 1991 Fleer is very, so there you got the card backs. I know 1991 Fleer is something that either you love or you hate. I can't say that I love it, but I don't hate it either, and I just thought it was something cool. So, on Uncut Sheets, here's another. This is an IndyCar or Indy 500 set. To be honest, I should have looked this up because I have a handful of these sets. But another uncut sheet that I will someday end up putting on a wall of some sort. And for me, what's cool is my favorite one right there in the middle, Lloyd Ruby. Considered maybe before Michael Andretti to be the greatest driver to never win the Indy 500. But he's from a couple hours up the road where I live now. He's from Wichita Falls, Texas. But yeah, this is just a beautiful piece. If you've watched enough of my videos or know me from elsewhere, you know that I am an Indy 500 fan. I've discovered I don't really care that much about IndyCar. I haven't watched a lot this year, but as far as the 500, love it, and will watch it every year I can for the rest of my life. One last uncut sheet. Sport flicks, love them, hate them, doesn't matter. They're awesome. If you don't think so, that's okay. You're allowed to be wrong. It's there we go. Good old Dave Steeb with the follow through there, Bobby Thigpen. But anyway, there was another one of these, and someone snagged it right out from under me. I think they have the green bottoms where the purple is. But anyway, it is what it is. Another one that'll just go on the window at some point. Or the wall, not the window. These are huge, like, Pinnacle Masks cards with, as you can see, the Dufex technology. I ended up with a couple of them. They're the same one, but I still think they're super cool. Maybe those will get framed in a nice black frame because it'll look really impressive that way. But anyway, those are some of the big things I got. So when you go in, I was saying you get some free stuff. It's nothing great, but it's just a little, a little prize. Right there, you'll see what looks like a sandwich bag. It should have 100 random cards in it, and then you get to pick out some other packs. I picked out some soccer cards for my nephew. They're old, but, whatever. There's a Hall of Fame Class of 2019 pack from Panini. I think last year they had the 18 and the year before the 17. A little pack of Panini or Donruss Classics right there in the middle. Thought it was cool. Yeah, I realize the video is a little grainy, I guess, from my iPad. Sorry about that. So some of the purchases I made, you kind of already saw it. Why would I get a New Kids on the Block box? I mean, I was a kid back then, and my wife, she loved her some New Kids on the Block, and she likes opening packs sometimes. So I said, what the heck, for the price. I bought her a 90210 set last year. I would have bought her a box, but the boxes were like 4 times the price of the set, so I just bought her the set. This time she'll get to open and see some hot new picks. But anyway, so down here, some stuff. Stuff on the bottom row. Now, granted, I'm going to keep that Jim Fridley because he pitched at West Virginia, my alma mater. But otherwise, hey, how about that? Let's do that. That is actually stuff I'm going to sell on Twitter. So if you follow me on Twitter, it'll be up hopefully within the next few days. If not, you can find me Beans B Card blog, and I will be selling there. This little row is some stuff I picked up for some others. You'll see a couple of these in baseball collectors, maybe as soon as the next week. Maybe you'll see a video, because I did pick these up for him for his decade set that he's working on, his PSA registry. And then pick these up for a couple of other people just because of the low prices. I mean, you can't even grade stuff for $4 or $5. So these two right here are ones that were there too. You may have seen where I picked up Charles Barkley, rookie, a couple months ago. Love him. So a 9, I was like, for $12. It's cool. It'll go with the other one. And I collected Tim Couch back in the day. I was a Browns fan. And, I mean, heck, my first eBay ID was Couchman 2. I mean, I was that into Tim Couch. I definitely wish I had that money back and could put it into something like this, a T206 that I bought today. It's McGraw. He's a Hall of Famer. If you look at it closely, you can tell that the edges are not right. Somebody did some cutting on it, some snipping, but I was pretty happy with it for the price. And it was from a seller that I've bought from and really like. So sometimes, sometimes you can overpay a little bit, and it's not the worst thing. And then at the end of the show, the big boys I got. Old Allen and Ginter, Timothy Keefe, Hall of Famer. Every one of these guys is a Hall of Famer. T206 Bobby Wallace. T206 Jimmy Collins. T206 Jack Chesbro. And a T206 Roger Bresnahan portrait. And the guy that was, I don't know as much about the, if you look right here, where's my hand? Okay, so if you look right there, you'll see the overstrike. I don't know if these are actually tougher to get. He was saying they are. I don't know if they have any extra value. He said they didn't really, but you can see overprint right there. So, pick those all up to add to my T206. Crazy to think that I am up near 100 T206 cards. I never thought I would get that far. It's just slowly they can add up, and I haven't really been tracking in my spreadsheet the way I had been. I'm actually working to catch up. And it's just funny how fast you end up acquiring those things. So anyway, hopefully you liked the video, the quick look. I encourage you, if you're in the area, to maybe just go check out the show tomorrow just for some fun. And, even if you don't find anything, you donate a few bucks and help out some kids going to camp. But anyway, hope everyone has a great rest of their Labor Day weekend, and happy collecting, y'all.